Hello everybody, this is ElOhTeeBee.
And ShadeShine.
And we're bringing you a Dota 2 Captain's Mode cast if the pick ban phase ever actually starts. Okay, there it goes. This is between an unnamed Radiant team and Poland Dota Room.
And I can't see half of it because it's off to the left on my screen. Not really sure why that's happening. But I'm going to pretend like nothing's wrong.
Well, I guess I'll just go ahead and narrate it for your benefit then. Poland Dota Room had first ban and they chose to ban out the Skywrath Mage.
Yay! That means there'll be no void Skywrath shenanigans.
It's a bit of an interesting choice. He's pretty good, but I don't really think that he's first ban material.
Depends. Does Poland have the first pick or first two picks?
Poland has first pick.
They want to get rid of him so the other team cannot face the Skywrath.
Yep.
Radiant's ban.
Radiant bans out the Weaver. Poland Dota Room bans out the Tidehunter, and Radiant bans out the Brewmaster. Lycan is still in the pool. So's Doom. Shadow Shaman,
the Weaver
Death
ban's
Prophet.
kind of unusual. He hasn't really been highly banned lately, has he?
He hasn't been highly banned, but he was definitely a popular pick at TI4, and he was very strong.
He's very strong, but he's definitely not a cornerstone like he was in TI3.
I think that Weaver ban might have been a response to the Skywrath ban, since Skywrath is one of Weaver's strongest counters, and they thought that the Skywrath ban was maybe prepping the way for a Weaver pick.
Maybe?
Poland Dota Room, let's Lycan go. First pick's Doom.
Well, I'll be able to... Once we get to the third picks, I'll be able to see who they pick at least. Assuming this screen's working at all.
It'll be interesting to find that out.
I can still scroll on the map behind this while they're picking. I can see about 1 inch wide and 6 inches tall worth of map.
10 seconds.
I think that's kind of interesting for you people at home.
5 seconds.
Important details about the game.
Maybe disconnect from and reconnect to the game.
Reserve time.
That'd take time though.
Fair enough. Radiant going into reserve time on their first pick, and they pick up the Visage.
Radiant's pick.
And I think that if we don't see a Drow pick now, we're probably going to see a Drow ban from PDR soon.
It's incredibly likely.
But going Visage Drow is also really strange because it means giving the Lycan right back.
Maybe they never wanted the Lycan.
10 seconds to go.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that you want your enemies to have it, especially when they're on Dire's
5
side.
seconds.
Maybe they aren't concerned about the Lycan.
What?
Dire's pick.
What?
They picked Slardar.
Yep. Don't know what's going on.
This is a game of Dota. We are complete scrubs.
And I can't see half of what's going on.
How do I pick heroes?
How does I draft a team?
Switch to free camera.
10 seconds to go.
So we can continue to be absolutely confuzzled by these picks. I'm really not sure why they'd pick up the Slardar. Maybe they just really like playing that hero.
Reserve time.
I guess he kind of counters Doom because Doom's a low armor hero to begin with, so Slardar's ulti is really good against him.
Just got picked.
Lich. So far we're facing Doom Lich versus Visage Slardar. Drow is still in the pool. Death Prophet's still in the pool. Lycan's still in the pool.
I'm betting Lycan, Drow, and Death Prophet don't get picked.
5 seconds.
Shadow Demon ban?
Radiant's
Don't
ban.
get it.
Or is that Shadow Fiend? I think that's Shadow Demon. Okay, yeah, that was Shadow Demon.
Shadow Fiend looks sort of like a beast. Shadow Demon just has the weird face. It's all red.
Abaddon ban? Abaddon?
Nope.
Lord of Avernus. Lord
Don't
of Avernus got banned.
understand it at all. Time for the customary shot of I don't understand what's going on, whiskey.
10
all I have is some
seconds
orange
to
Kool-Aid.
go.
I actually lied. I'm having horchata with
5
rum. It is
seconds.
delicious. But I only had a shot, so I'm probably not going to be any loopier than I usually am.
What do you think that color thing around Lich's neck is?
It's probably a containing bolt for him so that the Dreadlords can control him. If I remember correctly, the the Liches in Warcraft were controlled by the Dreadlords, right?
Oh, I remember now. His fluff in Dota 2 had him being in prison for some time. That's part of his shackles, I guess.
Obviously, they didn't do a good job because some fucking nerd-ass kid was able to free him. It's okay to call Arthas a nerd-ass kid, right?
Arthas is totally a nerd-ass kid.
And seriously, he falls for the most obvious trap ever. Herp, derp, derp.
A lot of reserve time being used on them. And finally, a ban that actually makes sense, the Shadow Shaman. Except that it doesn't make sense in this game because, frankly, I really doubt that we'd see a Shadow Shaman pick because this game doesn't make sense anyway.
It's a good thing I'm not taking notes because they wouldn't make any sense
10
anyway.
seconds to go.
At least the Radiant have plenty of area
5
lockdown between
seconds.
Slithering Crush and the familiar stunts.
Reserve time.
I don't like it anyway,
I'm
though.
pretty sure that Slithering Crush goes through magic immunity too. I know that Bash does.
I don't really remember off the top of my head. And I can't look at the hero to even begin to check and remember, like, jog my memory. I'll be able to look at this hero coming up, though, hopefully, if the thing works.
Well, there's one more ban left first.
Damn it.
Radiant tapping into their reserve time for this ban, and they ban out the Invoker.
Radiance pick.
Nope! Still doesn't make sense. It's a good ban, but it doesn't fit any plan.
Well, Invoker kind of fits into every plan. He's a really versatile hero.
Yep, but... didn't they have the next pick or something? Oh, whatever.
Well, that doesn't mean that they want to play him. Maybe they don't have a good Invoker. He's one of the trickier heroes to use successfully.
Not really. You just have to put...
Well, at a high level
like
of play, he is. Because you have to actually be good with all his spells.
Incorrect. You just have to be good with the ones you plan to use.
Reserve time.
I don't even know how you... I don't even know what Ice Wall does.
It's a dot and a serious movement slow.
I prefer Deafening Blast and Ghost Walk anyway. Really cutting into that reserve time, making me nervous. Uh-huh.
Radiant are going for a very tanky lineup here.
There's nothing wrong with that, admittedly, because tanky lineups can be notoriously hard to beat without a very either tanky lineup to go right back against them, or a very damaging lineup that doesn't fall off.
I think we might see the Zeus pickup from PDR for the percentile damage.
It's possible, but wouldn't Viper be better?
Maybe a Lifestealer?
10 seconds to go.
No, Lifestealer could rock Bristleback right back.
5 seconds.
Not that great against Slardar, though, since Rage doesn't do that much against him.
Uh-huh, that's a Razor pick. So judging by the 3/5 of the team that I can see, they've both got carries.
That they do. Although I do think it'll be a Razor mid.
That still makes him a carry.
And it'll probably be Bristleback offlane.
That's where he's best. And Dazzle picked up that,
There's PDR's last support. Yet more physical damage. There's a ton of physical damage coming out from the Radiant here. And I think PDR might actually already be prepared for it. They've got the Frost Armor.
Bish, bash, bosh.
And I'm pretty sure that the big Wild Wing gives Doom an armor aura.
10 seconds to go.
Yes, it does. The toughness aura increases armor.
5 seconds.
Not that he would be grabbing it any time early, but...
Reserve time.
They've got an obvious mech carrier that'll get it up quickly in the Razor. I think the PDR is really prepared for this Radiant lineup, at least from a durability standpoint. Remains to be seen if they'll be able to get the damage to take him out, though.
I'm just wondering how the lane configuration's going to go when there are only 3 heroes on each team. Do you send one to each lane? Do you give up a lane and just hope that you can overwhelm the tower quicker?
If Dota were a 3v3, I'd definitely send one hero to each lane.
But then you have to worry about heroes getting shit on.
I think Dota's more interesting as a 5v5, though. Means not everyone can get equal farm. Some heroes have to be able to do
Dota
more
would
with
be
less.
more interesting with more heroes, even if it was just a comedy mode.
10 seconds to go.
Well,
Team ban.
unless they're playing this Mirana as a support, the 3 that are Poland Dota
Niles
room
ban.
will lack very much for a support.
It could definitely be a support Piranha here. I'm not sure how well that would work. There's not a lot of setup for her arrows. Bane
Doesn't
and
need
Storm
a lot of
Spirit
setup.
banned out.
She doesn't need a lot of setup if she's very careful, but I'm not confident. We've seen a lot of Mirana throws. We've seen a lot of beautiful Miranas. We've seen a lot of Mirana throws, though.
If I were Radiant here, I am most definitely not Radiant, but if I were Radiant here, I'd consider picking up the Viper to have someone that can beat Razor in lane.
10 seconds.
I would actually
to go.
pick up the techies and just leave landmines everywhere Mirana would want to go.
5 seconds.
So pick Sniper is what you're advocating.
No, I
Reserve
advocated
time.
picking the techies. They're the best player in the game, right?
Were you not paying attention to All-Star Draft? You have to pick Sniper to get techies. Seriously, did you not watch it? It was beautiful.
I watched 3 minutes in after you told me it was on. I had fucking other shit going on.
Alright, they'll go with the Death
Okay,
Prophet.
I was wrong. Death Prophet was picked. But I'm still betting Lycan and Drow don't get picked up.
Another reasonable choice against the Razor. She's not that dependent on her right-click damage for securing CS. And she's good at pushing the lane out with Crypt Swarm.
Don't really want to push the lane out too far, though. Give
You
Mirana
do if you're
better
mid.
angle with arrows.
You want to get damage in on the enemy tower.
Yeah, you wait for your ult for that one. You don't want to be caught
10
vulnerable
seconds to
and
go.
alone out in that river of pain.
5 seconds.
At least PDR will have to pick quick. They're down to only 9 seconds of reserve time.
Reserve time.
They're gonna random. They're gonna random.
5 seconds.
3.
Dragon Knight.
Yep,
Okay,
that's a pick, all right.
that is not what I was expecting at all. I'm guessing this is going to be a jungling Doom. Offlane Mirana.
What about offlane Doom and jungling Mirana for the Wells?
Let's just get into it and introduce the teams. On the Radiant, we've got Nur-Onik
This
on the
should be
Dazzle.
interesting.
We've got Makoko on the Death Prophet. We've got the Slardar being played by Pure. We've got the Visage being played by Master Yoda, and we've got Dot on Bristleback.
And for our not-so-friendly neighborhood dire, we have Kyo,
Peruvian, or not Peruvian, what country were they?
Poland.
Poland Dota room.
We have Kragox on the Dragonite. We have Bartos on the Mirana. We have Roberg 9 on the Lich. We have Velios on the Doom, sitting in spawn and not really helping anyone. And we have Tedious? I don't know.
They're sending the Razor off lane and the Dragon Knight mid. That's a really interesting choice. And I'm not sure how it'll work out. Razor doesn't really have a good way to get away.
30 seconds.
But he
to
can
battle.
stay back and deny creeps with his really fast attack animation.
Maybe
That's
they were
probably
expecting
not gonna help.
Maybe they were expecting an aggressive tri-lane.
Well, we'll see what they were expecting. They should be expecting the Bristleback top. That's fairly standard if you aren't going to play him as the carry in the bottom lane. He works well in either position, but I think I see him more often by himself top.
Battle begins.
Bristle
And the
going to
die-
the pole kick.
The Dire actually bothered to ward. That's oh nope. There's Bristleback walking a camp like a champ.
I personally think that he could have body blocked it, but I guess it wouldn't have made much of a difference.
He'd be there for too long trying to body block. He might get spotted out and killed.
True.
He's not that tough at level 1.
It really bugs me how that new Razor helmet's flashy light things don't properly line up with the helmet until he dies.
That's weird. I admit it isn't really something I noticed until now. And he's using tangos just to kill trees to make an escape path out of the secret shop, and Dazzle has found him out.
Dragon Knight already getting low. In fact, that could have been first blood if Death Prophet was a little bit quicker with her grips.
And Razor literally teleported out to avoid being killed before he got hit once.
Yeah, it looks like they were expecting the aggressive try. Razor teleports out, Mirana teleports in.
Hopefully he told Mirana about that escape path. That'll be really useful if Dazzle doesn't block it.
Haste.
Fortunately, Mirana hasn't yet put a point in the skill, so she can always skill leap if she needs it.
I'm not... Given that she's going off...
And it looks like Death Prophet might be our first blood. Lich gets a haste and comes up from behind for a gank. She's awfully low. They're diving for this.
And body blocked.
Lich gets the kill and dies the tower.
Benumbed.
At least he got the first blood there, so he got more money.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Dragon Knight was actually in range for the experience and gold boost from that.
He was just barely, I believe. Because he got to level 3 for this somehow.
Well, it looks like he does have a nice experience advantage over the Death Prophet.
Oh, Death Prophet's level 3 too, never mind. He's just a bit further ahead because of more last hits while she was gone. And, you know, experience.
Radiant's middle tower is being attacked.
Back enduring a little grass, not really caring because he's bristleback.
He is losing a lot. He is losing all of his damage though, so Razor can go and kill some creeps. Good job, Razor. That's what Razor really wants when he static links you early. He doesn't care that you're useless.
And they move the Lich bottom to help out the Mirana.
That makes sense. Razor doesn't really need that much help to go against Bristleback, especially given the fact that they warded both lanes, so they'll have a little bit of warning against ganks and other nonsense.
Yeah, but it puts Lich in a position of danger, because unlike Mirana, he can't really escape if they decide to wrap on him.
Yeah, but that means they have to kill him instead of Mirana. It's his position to die rather than her.
Doom, meanwhile, jungling. He's got a model. Oh!
Boring. Oh, Razor,
Completely managed to miss that Razor dove Bristleback pretty hard. Got the kill. Possibly owing to his having stolen 112 damage.
Radiant's top tower is being attacked.
Oh, hello, dog. How are you today? It is good to see a Bristleback getting killed top, because that's pretty much all you have to do to put Bristleback in his place. Don't let him farm. You kill him.
At the same time, I'm not too sure that Razor will be able to repeat that trick anytime soon. Who are we kidding? He'll totally be able to kill Bristle again.
Even if he can't, he could keep stealing damage and keep Bristleback from regenerating.
He's got a pretty healthy experience lead over Bristleback, actually. He's level 5 compared to Bristle's level 3.
Having gotten, what, 2 kills by this point, he pretty much... only 1, right? Oh, there's only 2 kills in the I Never mind. I thought he killed Bristleback before. But he doesn't, like I said, doesn't really need to kill Bristleback. He just needs to steal attack damage and get lots of last hits.
Slardar, meanwhile, enduring plenty of arrest at bottom lane. Bit of the inevitable result of Visage pulling. Thankfully, Slardar still has plenty of regen. Using his last tango, he's going to be sitting at about 500 HP when it's done, and he's still got a self, too. Plenty of burst damage coming out from these two, though. Lich, why did you do that? Go back. Eat one of these.
You got Slardar, at least.
I noticed that the Dire Courier is still not upgraded.
Bristleback going on a walkabout. Dragon Knight's going to be in a bad place if he gets snotted on too hard.
I think the Bristle's time might be... Oh, never mind, there's a ward, but I was going to say that Bristle's time might be a little bit better spent looking for the Doom.
His time might be a little bit better spent staying in lane and getting last hits, or at least experience.
Also true. Maybe you could go up through into the jungle right here. Sneak up on Doom that way. Because at this point, Doom would be a pretty easy kill.
I don't think you would be able to cement it without fear of Razor coming down and Dragonite coming up to kill him though. And here comes Doom, hasted, but with a bottle. Oh, okay, he's not doing anything.
Bottle isn't that unusual for Jungle Doom. Gives him a bit.
But he's not doing anything with the haste rune. That's unusual for any Doom.
Yeah, he's just going right back into the jungle. What a waste. And now he's blocked in. Good job, Doom. Good job.
That's gonna be 2 demerits.
Dragonite getting his bottle back in time to bottle this illusion rune. Pretty nice rune for Dragonite, actually. Really helps push out the lane.
I'm wondering what school actually invented demerits and pretended that kids would care about them.
That's a good question.
Razor lost a lot, got a lot of damage off that, and Bristleback's gonna have to stand there and pretend like he can actually do anything. As it turns out, he can't. It's hard knock life.
Meanwhile, Death Prophet continues to win mid despite Dragonite having a bottle.
On the bright side, Dragonite's not really throwing mid, and he's getting his levels, which is what he wants. But
he's definitely not doing terrible. He's just not doing as well as the DP, despite the early gank he had to help him out.
He needs to be using that bottle instead of ignoring it. Those illusions aren't really good for anything. He could be throwing fire, but oh, there's the smoke. I don't know what they're gonna do with it because they're not even okay.
Looks like Doombringer's going for the wraparound.
I'm
already waiting for his chance to go in, and there it is. And Death Prophet's dead. Exactly what she wants.
If not from the poison, from the Doom.
Dragonite's poison is non-lethal.
If not from the Doom, and then the last hit. Also, why would his poison be non-lethal?
I don't know, but it is. Meanwhile, Miranda dies bot.
You will go to the maze.
With leap off cooldown. Looks like she just got stunned up and killed.
But it turns out Mirana sucks at the game, and Lich is the better player.
Supported by Lich being not dead.
Mirana is at 1 demerit,
middle tower is under attack.
and Lich
I don't care
has a check plus.
Dragonite getting a bit of damage on that tower down while that props out.
Radiant's middle tower is under siege.
Good job, Lich. Good job.
In fact, it looks like Death Prophet actually went towards bottom to help push there, so that's probably going to be both a mid-tier 1 for Radiant and a bot-tier 1 for Dire Lost.
Dire has fortified its structures.
And the Radiant's... Well, no, Razor's not really committing on it, but if Razor keeps pushing top, Bristleback's not really going to be able to do anything about this tower going. And he's stealing damage to make it even faster.
Is he diving him again? No.
No, he's just stealing the damage. He wants the tower.
Is under siege.
So he'll cut the creep away for a bit.
And just look at the tower sternly a few times. Oh, now he's in trouble. Until he kills the tower. At which point he'll just turn around and attack Bristleback. He's in no trouble.
And even if he was in trouble, he could still escape easily because of the Moonlight Shadow.
And that's two. That's 2 towers lost for the Radiant.
Ow, that was a great Chain Frost. Looks like that Chain Frost is what really made that fight for the Dire this time, in fact.
And I don't even know what killed Death Prophet, but...
it was partially the Chain Frost and a fair bit of right-clicking.
That sucks for her.
Dire's bottom tower
Mirana
is
stealing
being
the kill from
attacked.
Dragon Knight. And they aren't even going to get the tower to show for it. Dire side to
They did get
Poland
2
Dota
towers
team.
already, though.
Poland Dota Room taking an early lead here.
It has to be written, Poland is apparently kind of strong at Dota.
Poland can into Dota.
They did pretty good in World War II, despite the fact they were facing an overwhelmingly large enemy.
Dragon Knight finding another illusion rune. Wonder if he'll use it before his ulti expires, or if he'll just wait for the next ulti instead.
Razor,
and it looks like he's going Shadow Blade.
Razor ruining Bristleback's life again, stealing himself up to 200 damage.
That poor Bristleback. He's just not having a good time against Razor.
He needed a swap about 20 minutes ago, and the game.
Of course, it's a lot easier to have a good time against Razor when you have 2 friends to help.
I'm wondering how Bristle. I don't know why it didn't happen sooner, but I also didn't know how Razor didn't see it coming.
Visage picking Medallion of Courage, very good choice for his physical heavy lineup. They will be able to take a very fast Roshan if they ever get the chance. There's Death Prophet using her ulti right as she gets jumped on. That's probably going to wind up being a total waste.
Radiant's bottom tower is under siege.
Shallow Grave.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
And he gets the deny!
That's perfection.
Wow.
They did kill her though, and she didn't really get to use her ult for much.
But they didn't get anything out of the kill aside from Death Prophet losing a little gold.
And her not being on the map for 12 seconds to annoy the heck out of them.
Very impressive job by Dazzle.
That timing is wonderful. Where's Dazzle? Right there. Does check plus plus exist? Because I think he deserves it. Check plus plus. You got it. Good job, Dazzle. I didn't expect much from you, but clearly I was wrong. Go get him, champ.
Looks like Dire Side might be thinking about Roche.
And there's no real reason not for them to be thinking about Roche. There's no easy TP in for it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yep, that's the price of losing your mid-tier 1. When you're
and
you suddenly have much. Yeah, you suddenly have much less control over Roche.
And without wards, well, okay, they do have a ward there. It's not the best ward, especially if they come in. Oh no, it's actually pretty terrible. Horrible ward.
Yeah, that's the drawback to that ward. It gives great vision for stopping ganks, but rather bad vision of the Roche pit.
I understand doing that ward first, but it seems kind of stupid later on.
Mirana pops her ulti. Looks like it was a defensive ulti to try and save Razor. Did not work. It's surprising since it doesn't look like anyone's carrying detection.
It probably didn't happen fast enough.
Radiant's bottom
Razor's last moments were like.
If that's something you cared about.
Meanwhile, Dragon Knight has a DD rune and he's just hammering away at this bottom tier 2 Radiant. In fact, no, they're going to glyph
bottom tower is under siege.
Seems like a waste of a glyph. They really could have just teleported in and probably ruined his life. Or scared him off.
Only if the teleports were coordinated, though. He is a double damage Dragon Knight. And he's going to go right back to hitting on the tower. They might lose it now.
Here comes the coordination. Except he's invisible. Oh my god! That damage.
Well, that's the DD rune in effect, but it wears off right after that first hit on Dazzle, so he's fine. Death Prophet probably very sad that she can't deny that tower.
She's incredibly sour about that.
Lich has the core support item, wards. And Death Prophet's about to get jumped on.
And Lich steals 3 last hits from his carry. Good job.
Radiant's bottom tower is under siege.
Lich, we're gonna have to just put you at check. You'll get that.
Man, those graphs are really not looking good. You would think the game was this uneven just from watching the actual fights break out, but
it's looking like late game uneven at this point.
Poland Dota room is really far ahead.
Disjoint of the shadow poison, and he just barely jukes the dust. Dragon Knight did very well in escaping that, well, end of his life.
Radiant's top tower is
yeah, he'll just walk away.
Just like your parents taught you in school. If you're gonna coming into a fight you can't win, just walk away.
Radiant's top tower is under siege.
It helps if you can turn invisible.
So that's why that doesn't work in real life.
Razor looks like he's getting pretty close to his eggs, only about 1,000 gold away.
Seriously though, disjoining that shadow poison with the invisibility was very well played.
And Radiant are finally grouping up to try and make a coordinated push to finally take out this stupid tower.
Fortunately, they could probably just glyph and maybe teleport in to jump somebody. Dragon Knight's going in a bit too far on his own. I don't like that. He's in trouble now.
He's probably fine, but that tower's definitely...
No, he's not. He's going back in to die.
Okay, never mind. That Dragon Knight is still alive.
I just gave him a check. I just gave you a check plus, Dragon Knight.
Lich goes down. Dragon Knight stays back, but they know exactly where he is because amplify damage gives vision, and now it looks like Dragon Knight's dead.
We're crossing off the plus now. Why do these people exist to disappoint me?
Wow, I'm stupid. The reason that kill on Razor succeeded earlier was because of amplified damage. That gives vision.
Oh, I didn't see it happen, so I didn't see the thing.
It's like Razor's going to be able to walk away thanks to that mech. Slardar suddenly at 0 armor.
Never mind, he's taking extra damage too.
Bristle gets doomed, lives through it, teleports out. The familiar's flying as fast as they can, and they'll get away.
Mirana really hunting that Slardar head. I don't think she's going to get it.
She might bag herself a familiar, though. No, never mind. Oh, looks like Lich could get
his
one.
Best.
Aww. Meanwhile, the Radiant Tier 2 top went down.
That's not good at all.
They are just losing more and more map control.
They didn't have very much to begin with, seeing as their wards were very badly chosen. If there was a
really
Roche,
late Vanguard for Bristleback.
If there was a Roche to go to by now, they would have lost it. That would have been sad. Well, for them, not for me.
This edge might be a little bit too far ahead. Never mind, it looks like there's instead going to be a bit of a wraparound attempt on Slardar, but he'll get away just fine. In fact, I think that Lich might just be going to work. Yep.
Unseen enemy.
Oh, this stuff's only 30 proof. No wonder it isn't very alcoholic. I was saying I had a few swigs of it. I thought I'd be buzzed.
Next conflict will be taking place at the Radiant Tier 2 bot.
Top tower is under siege.
Several Dire heroes have converged there, and they're going to push that tower down. Or at least they're going
Meanwhile,
to try.
Bristle's about to be killed top, probably, unless Razor's done.
Oh, there's a teleport in, too. Oh, but Bristle's teleporting. Oh, he gets doomed! Doom cancels TPs, too. I didn't know it did that.
Top tower
Interrupts channeling, silences items. I'm sorry, mutes. Mute's what it is when it does magic and items, right?
Tower gets denied, and Dragon Knight gets jumped. He's dusted, he's amplified damage. I don't think he's getting out of this one.
He might take someone down with him.
Oh, he does get the dazzled. And he forces out the Death Prophet ulti, too.
All that dust!
Absolutely perfect. That all in all was an absolutely huge loss for Radiant. Or, not for Radiant, for...
Dire's middle tower is being
for the
attacked.
Poland Dota room. I'll get that right one of these days.
Maybe.
They lost 2 heroes and the tower got denied.
The
Dire's
Death
middle
Prophet all
tower
be getting
is
used
under
before they
attack.
can use to push it tier 2 is going to be really useful, though.
Well, yeah, but I'm not sure how effectively they could push tier 2s right now
Dire's middle
anyway.
tower has
They're
fallen.
definitely the weaker team at the moment.
If they went in right now, they would be fine. But now that Razor and the Death Prophet and Dragon Knight and Mirana are coming back, it would be sketchy even if their team was stronger, just because of the 2 stuns.
Slardar working towards that armlet, not doing too well. Only has 44 last hits at 20 minutes, and wasn't he the safe lane farmer?
That's a question, alright. There aren't many good answers for it. It looks like they're gonna go in for the. Nope, they're gonna. They're gonna Roche. Here it comes.
Yep, there's the arrow, and Radiant have no vision. They don't know this is happening.
Even if they did, I don't think they'd be able to stop it without a really good initiation. And Lich is up here waiting to counter it.
There's the ward.
Just in case they came in with smoke.
think that would have felt more against Moonlight Shadow. If they came in with smoke, it would have been dispelled by proximity.
Yeah, but Mirana has the Moonlight Shadow. She's on Dire.
Oh.
I'm assuming it would have made more sense for a Shadow Blade. But I'm not sure if anyone has a Shadow Blade on the Radiant.
I don't think so.
That's a big negative Ghost Rat. There is a Blink Dagger though, so
Arrow just barely missing Dazzle.
Is being attacked.
yeah, regular wards would have been better there. I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe he was trying to D-ward.
Well, if he was trying to D-ward, it was probably a little bit too late.
It was a lot too late, but he wanted to do it. Dragonite going for the stupid kickoff again. He could get jumped without most of his team there.
And there's a Bristleback Duke. He is now useless for this
There
fight.
is the
He's not
ult.
time to get Warpath stacks. The front roll comes out. Doesn't look like she'll be able to get very good use out of him before she's taken out, though. And that's Elena Brax.
It isn't Elena Rack. They're doing something really wrong here.
Even if
Razor attacked, okay, good. I was wondering, Razor was getting hit really bad there.
Fortified its structures.
Even if the Death Prophet buys back, it's not like she can really do much without her. Razor is pretty low, but he's also got the Aegis, so I don't think he cares.
Yes, but he's letting himself take pointless hits from towers.
Radiant's middle tower has been
You don't want to. You want to
And
make
now
them
he's at
jump
full
in and waste a lot of their power. You don't want to die like a moron.
Dire's bottom tower is being attacked.
Here, Razor's got a Hyperstone on the career. I guess he's going for Assault Cures? Maybe he's going for Mjolnir
Dire's
to roleplay?
bottom tower is under attack. Wait,
I don't
maybe
know.
they're not actually damaging.
I'm just depressed that they didn't get racks out of
They
that.
are.
Yeah, that was a bit surprising. So they at least
That's
got the
usually
tower
the-
down, so they'll be able to easily get Rex next time. Let's picks up a Gem of True Sight.
That's usually a. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I don't think a gem was the right choice here. Probably should have just stuck to using sentries, because if that gem gets handed over, then suddenly Moonlight Shadow loses a lot of its effectiveness. I mean, not that it was great against a team that's been buying dust and has amplified damage anyway.
I'm just gonna say this. He hasn't found any wards yet. With his counter wards. So as far as he knows, they aren't even using wards. The fact he's left that in his stash is the best thing he can do. I'm hoping he's leaving it in the stash. He's having the courier good stuff for him. I'm not liking this. I'm really scared.
Actually, it looks like Dazzle's the one using the courier at the moment.
Oh, on the dial.
Oh. Why the hell does it have Dazzle's icon?
They don't. It's not over there. On my screen, anyway.
Anyway, Dazzle's picking up some smoke. At least I'm assuming that's Dazzle. Maybe it's Visage.
I thought Visage got the smoke. Yeah, Visage bought smoke, I thought.
Well, Dota is done.
Yep.
Smoke from
That's
Radiant,
that's
Visage, and
smoke.
Visage, Slardar, and Dazzle all sealed. Might try to jump bot.
They're going to probably succeed because Dragonite has proven that he deserves the check minus I'm about to write down on his sheet. They're not going to actually jump him because they don't like to win. Oh, here they come.
They're
They're
wrapping
do it.
around from behind.
They're going to do it.
This is going to be an easy kill. He won't even be able to Shadow Blade out. This is good. This is exactly what the Radiant need to do to get back into this. They need to find valuable pickoffs like that. Dragonite is definitely a valuable pickoff. Not the best one, but still really good.
I'll hold off on giving him a check minus right now. Maybe he'll be able to earn himself back into having a plus.
Slardar, meanwhile, 25 minutes. Oh, he just finished his arc. Looks like he's going to try and put the defuse on the glitches there, too. Glitch will be a bit of a waste. Doesn't matter.
They got 2 kills on the Radiant in exchange for absolutely nothing, except Dragonite's stupid death about 20 seconds ago.
Meanwhile, Veronica finds a solo kill on the... Well, apparently, she actually managed to 2v1 them.
And she killed Bristleback, which is impressive no matter what, really. She doesn't really have that much damage.
Apparently she had enough. And now she'll leap into the trees and teleport out before Slardar can come get her.
Bottom tower is
And
being
Death
attacked.
Prophet gets a gem,
But you
so this
probably already knew
they got tired of buying dust.
Well, right now they really need to get map control back any way they can, and part of that is dewarding, of course.
Hey, Dust is expensive anyway, even if you aren't trying for map control like you should be.
I'm pretty sure that Dust also doesn't look on yours.
Yeah, but you can't really take a chance.
Oh, they're going after this Razor.
He gets check plus.
Slithering Crush whiffs.
Now he's coming back in. Why?
Well, he's got the backup.
Now he does. He could have died. He could have been dead for minutes before that backup got there.
Doom's chasing. Almost kills the Dazzle. He gets the Shallow Grave off at the last moment. Teleports out.
Unstoppable.
And Razor just lightning strikes his ass down. And there's the gem on the ground, and they're ignoring it. They don't want that gem.
Triple kill for Razor. Gem dropped, and this might be a lane for X now. Or maybe not. I guess we'll see.
He throws his bottle down for it. No courier to come to retrieve either item.
Bottom tower is under siege.
At least Razor doesn't have a soul. But he did. What the Dire do have is Doom. Hi, Dazzle.
And he's,
nice
aside from... Wow.
That might be 2 lanes for X.
It's gonna be 1.
Razor will now have cooldown, but he doesn't actually have the mana to cast it.
Slardar and Bristleback really don't have anything to say about this. Except please don't. They'd go for 3 if they'd go for 3 if they were feeling saucy, but I don't think that would work.
They're going for it.
Radiant's top tower is being
Pulling Dota room, maintaining healthy 25k gold experience leads at only 27 minutes. At this point, I think that the Radiant will be well justified in just GGing out.
They're not going to GG out at this point, though. Because they've either lost or just won.
One arm links in here immediately dies. Looks like this is just going to go down again. Shane Frost putting in work. And suddenly Bristle's the only one alive.
And he's only alive by the mercy of the Dire team not diving for him.
And that's Mega Creeps.
That's GG by any other name. At this
Radiant
point.
only got 2 towers this team. They were just so behind for the entire game. What do you think they did wrong?
Everything.
I guess that Slaughter pick just wound up not working out for him. He took forever to get his scores.
You know what they did wrong? What I can conceivably say they did wrong? They abandoned Bristle forever in a lane that screwed him over. They could have ganked Razor out. Razor was alone.
Yeah, that's definitely a problem. And checking the... Checking the net worth charts, the Lich has higher net worth than the Bristleback.
I'm just gonna say, Doom at any time could have come out of the jungle, especially when he got that rune. He showed no interest in leaving. They could have assumed he was so AFK they could have ganked Razor every day of the week. They didn't even look at it.
I wonder what GY stands for.
It's probably Jai, which is how they pronounce GG in their language. Anyway, Doom still has 2 demerits because he's bad at the game. Just saying.
Well played to pull in Dota room.
Yep. And
this is ElOhTeeBee.
You're okay. And ShadeShine.
Signing off.
Goodbye.